Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. This is another Cricut Can 2 installment to the series that I have started on my channel a little while ago. I already did the Cricut part, got that out of the way because it's the same concept that I have had done in my other videos that when I brought in Design Space. So if you need a tutorial, just look back in my Cricut Can 2 series, and I believe one of them has the Design Space. So what I did was, first of all, I found these super adorable reindeer. They're called Silly Reindeer or something like that from Design Bundles, and I'll be sure to link them in the description box below. But how stinking adorable are they? I made three 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 roughly size designs, and then I made them smaller because the idea here is I went ahead and cut this down. This is 4 1/4 by no, I'm sorry, this is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and the idea is to overlay my little photo frames that I made in Design Space and overlay them such as so, something like this. Okay, I will have a white background. I haven't quite decided if I want to reuse the negative pieces, or use a white size. Or like a white background. I haven't decided that quite yet. And then these are going to go in here like so. How stinking adorable! And then I actually have I should have done this and used my Cricut pen to write a sentiment out, but I completely forgot. So I brought in Season's Greetings, and I'm going to use, because these are super tiny, and I think what I'll do is use Sending Comfort and Joy, because nothing to me feels like comfort than a good laugh. So that's why I thought these would be super cute, and also like how cute, like this. So come on, right? So. And then these, I actually want to make a larger version, so I'll have 3 cards with these designs. So each one is going to be a card, and then all 3 of them are going to be on 1 card. So that is the idea for this Print and Cut series. Now, if I were to redo this, I would have used my Cricut pen to write something out on here, so that way I don't have to stamp it. But so I apologize, because I know this is all about the Cricut Can 2 series, so we just have to sneak in a little bit of a stamp for this video. And also, these are from Spellbinders. I think I said this a billion times. I stand by it. I love Spellbinders cardstock, great quality, great colors. I will buy them over and over again. In fact, I want to buy these 3 colors, like a huge stockpile of those, because I don't want, if they ever quit making those, I'll be really sad, because I love this purple. So this is called Mint, this is called Chiffon, and then this is called Fairy Tale. Okay, and I thought that would be really pretty colors for this Christmas season. Okay, all right, so let me pick out the markers that I'm going to use for this theme here, and then I'll be right back. So one thing I just realized that I should have done is I should have colored this first and then cut it, but oh gosh, I did not even think about that. And you know what, it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I purposely bought these for situations like this, where you could put it on a like a gel mat and stick it on there and it won't move, but I like to, you know, rotate my little guy to help color it. So I bought this light grip mat from Michaels, not with the intention for this project, for something else, and you'll see that in another video. But I'm just going to use this, stick it on there. In fact, I might even, just so I don't get my hands all sticky, I hate having my hands sticky. I mean, who's with me on that one? Stick that on there, and I could just rotate it as I need to, right? And then I can go ahead and color this. All right, so let me get my markers out for you so you can see the ones that I'm using for this. Oops. Okay. So I'll play a little music, I'll color a little bit for y'all, and then I will get to card making. this one is now colored. I will tell you what, this went by really quickly. It was pretty easy to color, despite how tiny it is. And we'll put this cover back on here, and then I'll use that in case I need it again. Move that to the side here. Okay, so let me see. I can't remember. It's been a day. Yeah, I already trimmed this down, so that's good. Can't wait to show you all the cards I made with the larger scale of these reindeers. They are so super adorable. Okay, so that is good to go. Let me just really burnish that down. And then I think, since I'm not stamping on this, I am able to put my foam panel on here and put that down. I think that's going to be okay. So there we go. And then we'll put this on here. Like so. And then I'll bring this out. There we go. And push that down. Now, before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm going to go ahead and stamp out one of those. Almost just dropped that really crooked. That would not be good for business. Here we go. Perfect. If it can fit, I'm going to put prints like no one's watching, because we have different cutie little reindeers. Okay, and if I haven't mentioned this, the Season's Greetings from scrapbook.com. It does have coordinating stamps and dies. I'm just not using the dies. I just don't think it's necessary. And what color did I want these to be in order? Because I wanted the center one. Yeah, so I'll do the pink one. So I can move that over here. That's there. And this is super tiny. So let's see if Prayers Like No One's Watching is going to fit. I don't know if it is going to fit. It looks a little bit long. Let's see. I'll use my VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink. I love this for stamping sentiments. It's so inky, it's so crisp. It's perfect for something like this. Wow, that rhymed. And that did perfectly. Just a perfect fit. Again, it's a little wider than longer, I should say, than I like it, because I like to have a little bit of a better margin. But I think it's going to be okay. And I'm just using this water-based stamp cleaner. You don't want to use rubbing alcohol on your stamps, on your polymer stamps. Actually, it's not good for that. I believe it eats it all up. And so I just go ahead and use that, plus a lint-free cloth. Now, what I should have done is maybe cut a few more of these to thicken it up. If not, I'm going to have to use to give some dimension. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to just pop up the little reindeer and leave these flat. I think that's what I'll do. So that way I don't have to worry about the dimension too much. If I were to cut these square or the photo frames out, what I would have done is just maybe did 2 of each color, or on white cardstock. So I would cut out 6 more and then have 3 layers, and then that would give it enough thickness. But my Cricut machine's now turned off, and I'm just not interested in opening it back up and doing all that fun stuff. So that's just the nature of what is going on. Okay, so just kind of get an idea about where that's at. And let's add some glue. Perfect. Okay. It's funny, when I filmed this a couple days ago, the intro to this video, and then a couple days has passed, and you guys can tell I'm in long sleeves now. We literally went from 82 degrees with a low of like 29 degrees. It has been super duper crazy. Let me tell you. I would like to say I'm no stranger, or I'm no stranger to this weather. You know, being from Ohio, it did it all the time. You would go from one extreme to the other, so I'm not a stranger to this type of weather fluctuating like that. Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I'm going to pop up some foam, and we can, let me get that over here. Right there. Oh my gosh. Super adorable. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I need to bring in some fun little sequins, and we are going to bring out the cottontail from Simon Says Stamp because that's like my favorite, and this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to pour some on here. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys the ones that I already did for you. Alright, so let's get these on here real quick. And the last one. Oh my goodness. Love how this card turned out. Look at it. What do you guys think? Isn't that super duper cute? Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay, so there's this card, and I have to say, I really do like how it turned out. This was fun coloring. Just be careful when you're doing inkjet printing that you dry it, let it heat set, and you still have to be careful with coloring around the black lines because it still kind of does bleed. And actually, I just purchased a laser printer that takes toner, and it's really good for coloring with your alcohol markers and foiling. So that's going to be coming to the channel here soon, so stay tuned. I'm not sure when that will get posted or when I'll be able to record it and then get it posted, but it will be coming. Alright, so here is the card that we did, obviously. So let me show you cards that I did off camera. So this is this little guy. Here's this one. Look how cute. And then let's see here. I did this one. And with this, I did add, well, with all three cards, actually, I did add glossy accents to the nose and to the lights and everything, and in her little earrings, if you will. So that's one thing I didn't do on this, and I could, in fact, I will do that after I'm done with recording this. So there's that one, and then the last one I think I did of the three, I really loved how this one turned out. And then I did Prance Like No One's Watching for that one because I thought, come on, look how silly she looks. Okay, well, here are all the cards that I did with just one cut file, y'all. Just one cut file or one SVG, and I created 4 different cards. I scaled each one of those up and made them the main focus, and then of course the one that we did on camera, I just added all 3 of them to one card. So hopefully this gives you an idea that you could put all the designs all in one card and then scale each one of them up to create additional cards. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next card or craft video. Bye.